Hello guys, how y'all doing? Yeah, I've planned for a very long time to make a video on my scalping strategy on step index. I've never really had the time to do it, but I'm gonna try and see if I can do something for you guys today. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick one. I use you can see that my chart has a lot of indicators, a lot of moving averages. So, but all you need for the strategy is just your Bollinger Bands. Your Bollinger Bands comprises of three green lines. These are the lines, three green lines. This one in the center, and this one. So just ignore the other indicators. Pretend as if you are not seeing them, because removing them from my chart is gonna be difficult. Adding them back. So please just bear with me. Right? So now for step index, this is a 1 minute strategy. 1 minute strategy. So let's minimize the RSI so we can have a better room to indicate us. So this is a 1 minute strategy. So what I do for scalping is I try to identify support and resistance points. Support and resistance points. So this is a very good uh, resistance point. So anytime the price in form of candlesticks come for the first time all the way from the bottom, and it hits the top of the Bollinger Band, right? Make sure it touches it. Once it touches it, you sell a couple of steps. You understand? You sell a couple of steps. Now from here, from this point where the price actually touched the top Bollinger Band, to where it stopped. It's around that's 52.4, 10152.5 to 10151.2. So that's about 13 steps. You understand? That's about 13 steps. So usually I don't take up to 13 steps, because this instrument has value, has a very high value, not as V75 though, but it does have value. So just take 5 steps or less. Sometimes I take two, sometimes three. It depends on the lot size that you are using. But if you are using the minimum lot size, which is 0.10, one step is 0.10 cents. That's 10 cents, right? Two steps is 20 cents. So most times you can just take 50 cents. That's 5 steps. you know so you take from here and close around here. So this strategy is quite good. Support and resistance. So look at another one here. So when it hits it here, you buy, right? When you buy from here, the more it comes down, you keep adding more buys, because definitely it will always come to test the initial support point. So keep adding more buys. So if you took your first trade from here, you add, maybe five. You just give yourself 5 step interval. You add another trade from here, another trade from here, another trade. So whenever it decides to actually go up, you close all your profits. You know, look at another one at this point. The moment it touched the upper band, it came down. So just take a couple of steps, you know, and you are good to go. Look at this one too. Touched here, you buy. So the more it comes down, you keep buying till it eventually. So this is how I trade the step index. So I trade the step index. So this is another one. You sell at this point. Take your five. You know. So you buy at this point. You buy at this point, take your five up, you sell at this point, you know, you buy at this point, take your five. So these are very good scalp strategies for you. You sell at this point, you buy at this point, you know. So usually it's better when the market is consolidating, like it's ranging. You know, you have very good support and resistance points at that point. So you just keep buying at the top from the bottom and selling from the top. So this is also a very good entry point. You sell at this point, take your five steps, and you close. Okay. Yeah, so there are also periods where it doesn't work exactly, when it hits either the support or resistance points. You understand? So a good example is at this point there was no reversal immediately, but all the times it does that, it now depends, majorly on your account size, because let's zoom in. You see that eventually it comes back down. You can see it went all the way up and came back down. So this is something that no one can actually control. So what I do is there are other mechanisms I put in place to uh, avert taking trades during such periods, which where I use my moving averages and so on and so forth. But that will be another training session. You understand? But majorly the support and resistance thing works. So majority of the time you will always find that it works. Mostly the very first time it hits the support and resistance, it always works. So I will do another video on the 5 minute time frame strategy. That one works much better than this one too, and gives much more profits, and the accuracy level is also higher than the 1 minute strategy. So I just need to create time for that too. So well, before then, just try and backtest this particular strategy, and check for consistencies, you know, try and see if you can also tweak it to see how best you can avoid such drawdowns. But majority of the time, it works. And I would advise you, don't be too ambitious. Most times, what I do is when it hits the Bollinger Band, like at this point now, I just buy, and when I get like 3 4 steps, I'm closing it immediately. So it's not every time it will actually go long term. So most of them are just temporal pullbacks. So but it happens very um, often, just highly recurrent. So just keep scalping. So yeah, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video.